Once upon a time, right on the edge of the forest, lived a golden-haired girl. This golden yellow-haired girl's name was Goldilocks. She had such amazing and admirable locks that everyone who saw her was mesmerized. But despite her sweetness, at times she could be a rather naughty little girl. Every time she stepped out to play, her mother would have to warn her to behave. "Darling, please stay in the backyard and don't go into the woods." Deep into the forest in a shack lived a bear family. A broad-shouldered papa bear, a medium-sized mama bear, and a baby bear. Mama Bear always woke up early to prepare oatmeal porridge for breakfast. One morning, Baby Bear woke up earlier than usual and wanted to eat his porridge. But it was too hot.
"Mama, can we go out for a walk in the woods until our porridge cools down?"
Mama, Papa and Baby Bear left their porridges on the table and went out for a walk. The same morning, Goldilocks was playing in the backyard while waiting for her mum to prepare breakfast. But she was so bored of playing in the same yard all the time, and she was very curious about the deep parts of the forest.
What would happen if I just went for a walk?
She looked around, seeing that no one was around. She began running into the forest. When she got tired, she stopped and looked around.
What a beautiful forest! Flowers, trees. Why didn't I come here before?
She began to walk deeper into the forest. In the meantime, walking around with his family, the baby bear saw a beehive on the branch of a tree.
Such a big beehive! I'm sure it is full of honey. Papa, can we eat some honey?
No, my boy, that belongs to the bees. It's their home.
We can't go in anybody's home and eat their food. It's not right.
You're right. I think I will have to wait until we go home for my breakfast.
Meanwhile, Goldilocks walked all by herself for such a long time. Finally, she got lost. She tried to turn back but could not make out the right way. She got really tired and hungry. She was almost in tears of her tiredness. She walked a little more, and finally she came to the end of the road. And she came across the house of the bear family in between the trees. She quietly approached the house, walked around it, but she could not see anyone. She knocked on the door, but nobody answered. Then she looked through the window. She saw 3 hot steamy plates on the table. She went back to the door again, and this time she knocked hard. The door opened. Goldilocks was overjoyed. She looked in and yelled,
"Anybody home?"
When there was no answer, she entered. She approached the table. On the table there were 3 bowls of porridge, 1 big, 1 medium-sized, and 1 small. Because she was so hungry, she wanted to eat the big one first. But the moment she put the spoon in her mouth, her mouth burned, because the porridge was still too hot. She immediately reached the medium bowl, but she did not want to eat this either, because it was too cold.
It's too cold!
Finally, she dipped her spoon into the smallest one.
This porridge is neither cold nor too hot. It's exactly the way I want it.
So she ate all the porridge in the smallest bowl. When she was done with her breakfast and felt full, she wanted to sit on one of the 3 chairs in front of the chimney to rest for a while. One of the 3 chairs was a big one, the other one medium, and the last one was a small one. first she tried to sit on the big one, but she couldn't even climb on it. She tried the medium one, but this one was very hard. It was very uncomfortable. Finally, she sat down on the smallest one. This one was very comfortable and exactly her size. But suddenly, the chair broke into pieces with a very loud noise. Goldilocks found herself on the floor and she did not know what to do. She walked through to the next door, and here there were 3 beds. A big, a medium-sized, and a small one. First she tried the big bed. This one was too big for her and also too hard. Second one was a little bigger than her size, but also too soft. So she lied down on the third and smallest bed. This one was exactly her size, and it was very comfortable. So comfortable that Goldilocks fell asleep right away. Whilst Goldilocks was sleeping, the bear family came back home. Papa Bear had some wood with him that he collected for the chimney. Mama Bear had fresh berries, and Baby Bear just could not wait to have his porridge. When they arrived home, they went straight to the table. Papa Bear had a look at his bowl and was so angry.
Somebody tasted my porridge.
Mama Bear also looked at her bowl.
Somebody also tasted my porridge.
And when Baby Bear looked at his bowl, he began to cry.
That somebody also tasted my oatmeal porridge. Not only tasted it, also ate it all.
They got up and started to look around. Papa Bear noticed his chair in front of the chimney.
Somebody sat on my chair. Look, it's on a different spot.
And then it was Mama Bear's turn to complain.
Somebody also sat on my chair.
And just like before, the Baby Bear began to cry again.
Somebody also sat on my chair, but broke it too.
The bear family curiously went to the bedroom.
Somebody lied on my bed. Look how it's undone.
Somebody lied on mine too.
Somebody lied on my bed too, and is still sleeping in it.
Papa Bear walked next to Baby Bear's bed and saw that someone really was sleeping in his bed. Slowly lifted up the blankets, and they were really surprised to see a little girl sleeping in the bed.
What is a little girl doing in our house?
Tell this little girl to get out of my bed now.
Waking up to Baby Bear's crying, Goldilocks saw 3 bears in front of her and she ran out of the room in great fear. She went out of the house and started running without looking back. She got breathless from running, but she did not stop. And she didn't even know which way to go. Right at that moment, she saw her parents coming across from the forest. When she didn't end up going back home, they went out looking for her. Goldilocks was very happy to see her parents. She ran and hugged her mother.
Oh, Mummy!
We were so worried. Are you okay?
From now on, I will always listen to you. I will never leave without letting you know.
Goldilocks hugged her parents really tight. From that day on, as she promised, she always listened to her parents and did nothing without having their permission. She was a well-behaved and kind girl forever. Once upon a time, there lived an old couple in an old small shack next to a forest. They were living a happy and peaceful life. Their only regret was not having a child of their own. One day, when the old lady was making cookie dough in the kitchen, her husband came in.
Darling, what are you cooking today?
Oh, my darling, I'm baking a gingerbread man today.
The old lady kneaded the dough and cut a gingerbread man shape. After putting it in the oven, she sat down and started to wait for the gingerbread man to bake. When she could smell the delicious cookie all around the air in the kitchen, she put on her oven gloves and took the gingerbread man out. Now it was time to decorate it. She made eyes out of raisins and a cute nose using candy. And then she used some cream to make his hair and clothes. And lastly, she used cherries to make some buttons for him. She had a look at her masterpiece and said,
My gingerbread man looks beautiful, but I feel like something is missing.
The old lady looked at him again and,
Oh, his mouth! I forgot to make his mouth.
She drew a mouth on the gingerbread man's face with the cream.
Oh, yes, now you are complete, my gingerbread man.
At that moment, something unexpected happened.
Thank you!
But how can it be you are talking?
Gingerbread man suddenly stood up and started running.
Yeah, and I can also run!
The gingerbread man jumped from the kitchen bench to the chair, then to the ground and started running fast to the kitchen door to the garden.
Come back! Come back!
The old lady yelled. The gingerbread man began talking whilst he was running.
Yeah, run, as fast as you can, but nobody can catch me, because I'm the gingerbread man.
The old lady got out to the garden and started running after the gingerbread man. The man looked out the window and saw his wife running and yelled.
Hey, where are you running?
The old lady answered to her husband whilst running.
My gingerbread man ran away. I'm trying to catch him.
The old man was speechless. The old lady ran, but the gingerbread man was so fast that it was impossible to catch him. After a short while, the gingerbread man came across a ranch. A grazing cow noticed him.
Oh, what a nice cookie! I should catch and eat him.
The cow also began to run after the gingerbread man.
Wait! Don't run! I'm gonna eat ya!
Yeah, run as fast as you can, and old lady's also trying to catch me, but nobody can, because I'm the gingerbread man.
The old lady and the cow were running after the gingerbread man. And at this time, a pig noticed the gingerbread man.
A gingerbread man, true to my taste buds. Wait, and I will catch you.
The gingerbread man answered the pig whilst he was running.
Yeah, run as fast as you can, and old lady and a cow are also trying to catch me. But nobody can, because I'm the gingerbread man.
While they were running, the gingerbread man in front, the old lady, cow and the pig behind him, a chicken noticed the gingerbread man while looking for some food.
That has to be my lunch.
So the chicken tagged along.
Run as much as you want, gingerbread man. I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, run as fast as you can. An old lady, a cow, and a pig could not catch me. Neither can you. Nobody can, because I'm the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man in front, the old lady, cow, the pig, and the chicken, they all continued to run. But the gingerbread man was getting more and more further ahead from the others. The gingerbread man was so happy and very proud of himself.
I'm the brightest and the fastest gingerbread man in the world. Yes, that's me. Nobody can catch me because I'm the gingerbread man.
When he looked ahead, Soon the gingerbread man saw that he was coming across a river, and he stopped because he knew that water could make him melt away.
What now?
The old lady, cow, pig, and the chicken were close now. Right at that moment, a shifty fox appeared from behind a tree.
I know how to swim. If you want, I can help you.
The gingerbread man thought about it.
What if you eat me?
You don't have to worry. I don't want to eat you. I just want to help you get across.
The gingerbread man trusted the shifty fox and jumped on his tail, holding on as tight as he could. The fox jumped in the river and began to swim. Meanwhile, the old lady, cow, pig, and the chicken came to the edge of the river and saw the gingerbread man crossing the river on the back of a fox. Helplessly they watched them go, knowing they could not catch him anymore. The river began to get deeper and the water started to rise.
Hey, Fox, keep your tail up. I almost got wet.
Up on my back, it's safer.
The gingerbread man hopped on the fox's back. They swam for a while, but as the water got deeper, the fox's back began to sink in the water.
I'm afraid that you'll get wet. Why don't you jump on my head, where it's a bit higher?
The gingerbread man climbed up on his head. The fox continued to pursue his plan and dipped his head down in the water.
The water has risen too much. Why don't you get on my nose? It's higher.
So the gingerbread man got on top of his nose. Right when they were about to reach the shore, the fox tipped his nose, flipping the gingerbread man into the air, and opened his mouth. The gingerbread man was going to fall into his mouth and the fox was going to eat him. But it didn't work. While the gingerbread man was in the air, a crow flying right above them caught the gingerbread man with his beak. The fox just stood there looking with his mouth open. The gingerbread man waited for the crow to fly a little further and asked,
Do crows eat ginger cookies?
Yep.
When the crow opened his beak to speak, the gingerbread man fell down and began to run as fast as he could.
Yeah! Run as fast as you can. An old lady, a cow, a pig, a chicken, a fox, and a crow also tried to catch me. But nobody can because I'm the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man kept on running and did not stop. If you see a gingerbread man pass you by running, do not try to catch him, because he is the gingerbread man and nobody can dare catch him.